Halloween is upon us. But that's not the scary part. The scary part is in the news. I don't know if you're following the news or not, but illegal stuff that goes against the Constitution is taking place as we speak. The President of the United States and his cohorts are trying to convince the Ukraine and China to investigate his major political opponent, Joe Biden, even though those investigations have turned up to be nothing and untrue. Trump is trying to become president again by tearing his opponents apart against the Constitution guidelines. Just recently, the president stated, "I can do anything I want." Scary shit. So as you dress up in your stupid little costume this year, think about what the real scary stuff is. Don't vape, by the way, don't vape.
On the air everywhere, this is New England Broadcasting.
Good morning, good afternoon,
Hello.
good evening,
Hello.
good night.
Hello.
It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Really?
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Yeah, I didn't make it weird. You know, it's one thing to be a douchebag. It's another thing to be a transparent douchebag. Oh. Donald Trump, who in this play is the mental patient, he actually believes and says that he can do anything he wants, whether it's legal or not, if he does it out in the open. Ooh, Don. You know, I get it. I get it. I do. I get it. If you like Donald Trump, I don't know why you would, but if you like Donald Trump, you're going to defend him to the hilt, no matter what he does. I get it. You want him to be president. If you have to go to illegal measures and start getting dirt from foreign governments out in the open, the Trump supporter says, so be it. Go, do it. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just telling you, if you're a Trump supporter, you're being duped every day of the week. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't know. I understand what you're doing, Don. I call him Don. Don Trump. Don. I call him Don. I understand what you're doing, Don. You listen to Fox and Friends. This show is not Fox and Friends. It's Ron and No Friends. Ron and No Friends. That's the name of this show. I understand what you're doing. It worked for you last time, so you're doing it again. What you did was you ran for president. People hated your freaking guts. But you were standing for the Republican mores. So, but they hated your guts and they hated Hillary's guts. And the contest, and you're quite smart about this, Don, the contest was, who do you hate more? Vote for me, Donald Trump. What have you got to lose? You hate Hillary Clinton. You can't vote for her. Look at all the email server crap. You can't vote for that. You don't like me either because I'm a piece of crap, I know. But, take a chance with me, like the ABBA song. Well, Don, that worked for you, so you're doing it again. You're trying to build a case about Joe Biden with China's help and the Ukraine's help to start another, well, I hate Donald. I don't hate Joe, but I gotta hate him now because he could have possibly been involved even though he wasn't. So now it's like, who am I going to hate less? And Don thinks that's going to be him. He even says at his rallies, Don actually says, you got to vote for me. You have no choice. Because in the back of his mind, he knows he's going to politically destroy his opponent by spreading false rumors about him and have other countries back that up, including a communist one. Don's got it all down. As Don says, he's transparent. He says everything. I mean, he says it. It's just like, it's so, you don't have to dig at all to investigate this guy. He says everything he does. He admits it. But he says, I'm the president, so what's so wrong about that? Well, Don, in the Constitution, it specifically says you can't elicit the help of foreign governments to go after a political opponent. Don, you can't do that. Oh, I think I can. Watch me get away with this one, too. Wow. When they invented balls, Don, they were thinking of you and your balls. Having balls doesn't necessarily mean you're courageous. It can also mean you're an idiot. And I think in your case, Don, it's the latter. Get the ladder. Get the ladder out of here. All right. Hi, by the way. Okay, I'm done. I always start the show like this because I'm a little bit pissed. Look, this has nothing to do. Oh, I swear, you don't believe me, do you? This has nothing to do with policies. I don't like what Donald Trump does. Caging children, calling Ku Klux Klan people okay too. I mean, I don't like anything Don does. Immigration, if someone's gonna come up to the wall, shoot him in the legs. I mean, I'm not into any of this Don stuff whatsoever. However, this has nothing to do with policies or how you run the country. It's more you, Don. You're an asshole. You're a 5-year-old child flailing like a 5-year-old child. I compared yesterday or the day before Jimmy Carter, who's 95 years old, who did anything but cared about his own political career. He did everything for the country, whether you agree with his policies or not. That's a fine man with principles. I compare him to Donald Trump, who is 5 years old. It's like the score of a really bad game. 95 versus 5. I'm telling you, man. I tell you, man. I'm telling you, man. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Just shut me up, will you? Please.
The Ron Van Dam Show is intended for mature audiences.
Oh, so that's what ironic means.
Yes, honey. Yes, it does.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I seriously don't. Hey, we're going to talk a little bit later on in the show about migraine headaches. Do you have migraine headaches? Headaches that just won't go away? Well, they have all different kinds of ways to combat that now. I mean, sometimes I talk on this show about, these conditions that we have, and we hope we don't get them. And that's nice, like it's National Migraine Week or National Stub Your Toe Week or month, whatever it is. Sometimes it's a month. Ooh, that must be the real important things. I get that. You talk about them, and I say to these people that I interview, why are you talking about stubbing your toe, National Stub Your Toe Week? And they say, because we want everybody to be aware of being careful about stubbing your toe. Okay, I get it. This National Breast Cancer Month. Okay, I understand. I think people know that they can get breast cancer. I think that's been out there enough. I think we're aware of that. Well, yeah, we're doing this to make people aware of it. They are aware of it. Well, then you have to check your area every once in a while. They know that. A whole month. Here's what you should do when you have a cure for it. Give me a call and let's do an interview then. Ron, I'm just trying to make people aware of this condition. Okay. That's good. Let's make them aware of how they can stop it once they have it. How about that part? I sound very angry today, don't I? I think I have to be angry. Because if I was a talk show host, like I am, and I didn't sound angry or perturbed, it would be a very boring show. It would be even more boring than it is. How are you two doing today? Oh, things are horrible in the country. Okay, well, anyway, okay, fine, whatever. That would be horrible. You got to get excitedly upset about things. That's dramatic. I am a dramatic man. I have to be dramatic man, because if I'm not dramatic, then nothing really works. I need to be dramatic.
Whatever.
So that's what I'm doing. So, hi, I'm Ron. Here is a cute little puppy dog. Aww. All right. I had to use some of those sound effects. They're there, but I never seem to use them enough, so what the hell. Anyway, perhaps I'm overdramatic, but my point is being made. So we're going to talk to somebody a little later in the show about migraine headaches and hopefully what we can do about them, as opposed to saying it's National Migraine Headache Month. Are you aware of that? Yes, I have a migraine headache. I am aware of it. Are you aware that you have a migraine headache? Yes, it hurts. It's destroyed my life. But are you aware that you have... Shut up! Okay, Ron, calm down. People know that they have migraine headaches.
It was unbelievably painful.
All right, enough with the sound effect and the statements and stuff. So we're going to talk about that. I do understand, and I could be wrong, as I often can be. There's a T in often. Did you know? It's not often, it's often. Okay? God, if you learn one thing today from this show, it's often. Anyway, I believe, and I could be wrong, that injections of Botox into the head can relieve migraine headaches. I could be wrong, but I think that's what I read. I'm not going to go ask China and the Ukraine to investigate that. I can always Google it. But that's good. If that's the case, that's good. Hey, Ron, did you get rid of your migraine headache? Yes, I had Botox injected into my head. Wow, your headache is gone and you look younger. Whoa, it's a win-win. They have some of these pills that you take for various reasons, and it also can lower your cholesterol. Let's get a bottle, baby. I like the things that do a number of things. I stopped taking fish oil for a while because I read that when you buy fish oil, you're just buying expensive colored urine because it goes through your system. It doesn't stick like most vitamins, and when you pee them out, your pee is orange. Therefore, actually, that's the dye from the pills is what that is. Smart rocket man. So I stopped taking fish oil because I heard that it's in the amounts that you take, it really doesn't make any difference. And then I started getting like little aches in my knees and stuff. And I thought, oh, wait a minute, maybe it is good for my joints. So I started looking at fish oil again, and I found that it's good for your joints. It's good it lowers your cholesterol. It makes you healthier. It has antibody things in it to fight off diseases. It's a good thing. Oh, fish oil. Yeah, fish oil, baby. And I thought, well, but fish are eating little plastics in the ocean. Yeah, we don't use those fish. Oh, okay, fine, whatever. So I started taking fish oil again, and I don't know if it's psychological or not, but I have no more knee pain. I feel wonderful. What's up with that, man? I said like years ago, I don't understand fish oil. Because if fish oil were that good, fish would be incredibly healthy. And then I'm thinking, they are healthy. They travel in schools. Wow, they don't even need a school bus. They just swim together. Schools of fish, except for the stupid salmon, man. Salmons swim upstream against the current of the stream. Excuse me, salmon? Salmon, I think Salmon Rushdie was one of the big salmons. If you turn around and you go downstream with the current, it'd be a lot easier to swim. Well, thank you, Ron. I never thought of that. You're supposed to be smart. You're supposed to have fish oil in you. Oh, but I never thought of turning around and going with the current. Thank you very much, Ron. You're welcome. Took me to tell you that? You couldn't figure that out for yourself. Do you see all the other fish? They're not swimming against the current like you are. What's up with that? I don't know what kind of school of fish you're going to, but you better change schools, man, because your school isn't like that smart. My father used to say that all the time. He was a little Jewish. And he used to, I think he really was, when something was wrong, he didn't say, oh, crap, or oh, shit. He went, oy. And I thought, that's like odd. I'm glad you're not cursing. I don't like cursing to this day. I hate cursing. If anybody curses, I like immediately think moron. English language, tons of words. You choose that one. Moronic. Choose your words better. Like Trump, choose your words. By the way, I understand Trump curses all over the White House. Well, that makes sense. An uncontrollable man uses uncontrollable words. And so do women. Oh, when a woman curses, it's just as bad, perhaps worse, because to me a woman is a fine, beautiful object of creation. And then when they curse, it's like, oh, okay, never mind. Not that beautiful, not that wonderful. In one word, you just, yuck. I don't find. Some people find cursing to be very stimulating. Like, hey, baby, curse at me. I find it stimulating. You two just go off somewhere and curse at each other. I don't need it here. Go off and curse. I don't really care. Go whatever. Whatever. Go curse. Go whatever. What was I talking about? I have no idea whatsoever. I don't even care. All right. Oh, man. Where can you find a good titty bar and a good deli put together? That's what I want to know. And then we'll talk to our migraine people.
Gentlemen, have you ever been in the mood for a nice knish or maybe bagel in the schmear? but you're also in the mood for some exotic dancing? You can't find those in the same place. Until now. I'm Moishi Kaufman, inviting you to come visit us at Moishi's Knishan Strippers, the area's first genuine kosher deli and titty bar. Come in and rock out with your locks out and check out our dances. These girls are so nice you'll plots, and they're all certified kosher. Maybe not the kind of girl you bring home to mother, but once you see Delia fold a dollar bill without using her hands, you won't care what mom thinks. Look, Bubby, you're in a strip club. That alone is enough to kill her, so live a little. Every Thursday, don't miss our buns and brisket buffet from noon to 6. Moishi's Knishan Strippers is closed on the Sabbath. Hey, we might be a little unorthodox, but we're not heathens.
Dr. Linda Porter joins us now. She's Director, Office of Pain Policy at the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke, one of 27 institutes and centers of the National Institutes of Health. And Dr. Andrew Hershey joins us now as well, endowed Chair and Director of Neurology, Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center. Thanks for being with us today.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Yes. Now we're talking about pain. One of my favorite things to talk about, because when you have it, nothing else matters but doing something about it. And I assume that migraine headaches are quite prominent still.
Yes, they're very prominent across the population, and especially in women. Perhaps about 18% of the adult population has migraines, if they're women, a little bit less for men. And children. I think a lot of people are unaware that a lot of children, perhaps up to 10% of younger kids have migraines.
Wow. There was a time where if you had migraine concerns, that was something that was pretty much just you live with that and you deal with it. You're going to have episodes and have a nice day. I mean, things have progressed quite amazingly since.
Yeah, understanding of migraine and management's really increased, largely due to just recognizing that migraine exists and people don't try to blame it on something else.
Right.
Recognizing that it exists gets you down the right pathway to start to treat and intervene.
Yeah. And this can start as a child and become a lifelong concern. What causes migraines in children? Why? They don't seem very stressed to me.
Well, migraine itself, and I like the way you're always using it as migraine headaches or migraine attacks. Yeah. Migraine is a disease that's genetically inherited. So we're up to 38 different genes that are responsible for migraine. So you can blame your mom or dad for giving them to you.
Thank you.
Which oftentimes gets kids to laugh a little bit.
Right.
And then you become sensitized to having the attack. Yeah. So recognizing what sensitizes you to the attack, like skipping meals or not getting enough sleep or maybe not eating your vegetables or not exercising. So it doesn't have to be stress, but in the terms of mental stress, but physical stress, kids that have to get up way too early in the morning for school, oftentimes will make school time headaches. So there's a lot of things that contribute to it, and learning what those are through apps such as this migraine trainer that was developed by the NIH can help the kids intervene and try to minimize that influence. So the cause is genetic, but the reason people get the individual headaches or attacks can be multivariate.
All right. Now, you mentioned migraine trainer. Now, I don't think anybody really knows what that is here. What is that?
It's fairly new, which is perhaps why they don't know what it is. It's an app that was developed for children, for younger children and adolescents, to help them manage their headaches through a number of different approaches. So it teaches them about their headaches. It also helps them to track things that Dr. Hershey mentioned that might set off a headache or contribute to it, like lifestyle, not sleeping enough, not eating enough, et cetera, et cetera. They can share that information with their doctor and help tailor a program that gives them, also described in the app, relaxation techniques, exercises, healthy lifestyle changes. It's all outlined in the app, and it's very kid-friendly.
So it actually can be managed when you realize when it occurs and what might trigger it. And there are ways to simply do various things to make them more livable, I guess, is what's happening here. I mean, we're not talking about medications and such. We're talking about natural ways to just recognize when it happens and what you can do about it.
Yeah, in our approach, we always talk to kids about the multi-tiered approach, which includes acute treatments, preventative therapies, which may or may not be pharmacological, but tell them the hardest thing they have to do is take good care of themselves, which we call biobehavioral health or healthy lifestyle habits of eating, drinking, sleeping, and exercising well to help control their headaches and manage it.
Okay. Is it kind of like the app where it tells you how many steps you've taken during the day?
It's a little bit like that in that it tracks what you do every day. So they can put in the number of hours they sleep, meals that they miss, and did they take their medication if they're having medication for their headaches. So in a way it's like that because it does track that information. So the information that's tracked is a little bit different, but it's stored and they can look at it over time and look at the information with their parents or their doctor to make lifestyle changes that can help them to reduce the frequency of their headaches or the intensity of their headaches.
How does it tell you something that you don't already know, though? In other words, if you go on vacation and you had less episodes, then I think you just know vacation was good for you. I mean, why would you need to track beyond what you already are experiencing?
I think it's hard. The headaches are episodic. They don't happen every time you miss a meal or every time you don't sleep well. So it's really pushing them into lifestyle changes that are prolonged changes, and keeping that information in the app over time is going to help them really better understand what helps them and what hurts them as far as causing more headaches.
Okay. Has it been found?
There was actually a program developed in your area in New England, which showed that adults, 70% of the time, what they think triggers their headache, they're wrong.
Oh.
So Albanum's using something like this that records those features and not only validate what you think you have about your headaches, but also help move away from things that you speculate either from reading on the internet or having somebody tell you that was the reason to really prove that your own individual features are there.
So it's not necessarily for you as much as it may be for a physician to look at the timing history of your day and to read that differently and find triggers in that sense.
Correct. It's one of the key features I tell about my patients is I'm not just there to treat them, but to educate them. So any tools I can find that can help educate them so that they can become in control of their headaches from the migraine is better than me just telling them what to do.
Okay. So where do I get a hold of this migraine trainer, and how can I buy it, or is it prescribed? Is it simply going to the App Store on my phone?
It's simply going to the App Store on your phone or Google Play. It's free. It's completely up to anybody who wants to download it.
Okay, fine. So that's about as easy as you can get. I would assume. For more information, it's where do you go? Is there a website?
Yes, we have a website that has some information on headaches, and it is ninds.nih.gov, and look for the headache under there. Okay,
that's ninds.nih.gov. Well, thank you for your time today, doctors.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
Okay, take care.
Thank you for asking us.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, we're about out of time. I have really enjoyed myself today. Not during this show, but earlier I had a real good time. In any event, let me just close by saying this to you with my deepest heart. I have a lot of hearts. This one's the deepest one. Your life is in your hands. Don't go through it blind. Take a little time to find out what's going on around you in the news and in Washington, where you live in this country. You really kind of should be a little concerned about what's happening in it. You know what I'm saying? You're not living in Scandinavian country or in Brazil. You live in the United States. That being said, if you're in Brazil, follow your Brazilian stories because it's consequential. It makes a difference. In this country of the United States, we have an election coming up. God knows what's going to happen then. I really don't know. If Donald Trump becomes president for a second term, I think when you call the suicide hotline, they're going to say, we're experiencing higher than usual volume. Your wait time is 7 hours. I believe that will happen. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been fantastic today. I don't know how you do it. You have just been wonderful. I'll be back again on Monday with a brand new show, but until then, oh my God, I wish you peace. All right, you can go now. Wait till the music's over. See it through all the way. It won't take long. It's like about a minute at the most. And then you can go do what you wanted to do anyway. I wish you peace. Bye. Go. Oh, wait, no. Not yet. Hold on. Hold on. Not yet. Almost. Don't go yet. Don't go yet. Wait. Hold on. Don't go. Don't go yet. Just hold on. No. Stay here. Like another 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Just hold on. See this thing through. Hold on. All right, big finish. Big finish coming up. Okay. Yeah. Okay, go now.